Hey, what's up? It's Mark here. Just gonna show you how to do something with Streamlabs. It's also a video for me to remember how to do this because it does happen to me often where I have to uninstall things or I have to reinstall things and I kind of forget how they're configured. So basically with Streamlabs, you cannot get anything from a DAW. So any type of software that you're using to record, it's very difficult to get it to basically be picked up by Streamlabs. Streamlabs can pick up microphones, it can pick up desktop audio, meaning any audio on your desktop. It could be from a video, it could be from Amazon Music, Spotify. It can pick that up, but it can't pick up a DAW. The reason is you need to have an actual kind of go-between or like a bridge, and the best one to use is a piece of software called ASIO Link Pro. You can get it here at Give Academy. It's free. Basically, you're gonna need this, the installer, and you're gonna need a patcher. We'll just try the installer. I've actually already downloaded it, so we'll just do it again. I'll install it. Do not click on install 16 stereo WMD devices. It'll give you too many mixes in Streamlabs OBS. Click on I agree, next, set it up. It might ask you for a restart. It doesn't really make a difference. Don't run it right away. All right, so that's done. If you try to run it right away, I can show you what would have happened. Basically here, music applications, ISO, try and run it. ISO link is already installed. Wants to upgrade to an existing version. That's fine. What I'm going to do is just try and run the application. This is what it looks like. This is the kind of control box. Go click on Start ISO. It will look for your driver. Now I'm using a Focusrite i1822. So I'm going to use a USB because it's for Windows. That's my driver. And you'll see here it's going to open up. Pretty nice and neat looking. And I'll explain to you what all of these are. I didn't install the patch. I'm finding it not necessary. I don't know if it's because this is the 2.4.4.2 version is a bit better. The patch was for an older version, but nonetheless, it seems to be working. So what I'm going to explain to you is this. This level right here is basically grabbing stuff from your interface. Right, I have an 8-channel interface. It's actually 16 channels, but 8 show up here and give you the other 8 over here. If you had all of the 32, if you had to really, let's say, if you're using a mixer. These themselves are what's being inputted and what you're actually capturing from the software. And this here, this level, everything needs to be routed to this level because this is the level that Streamlabs can communicate with. The Streamlabs will be able to recognize the mix coming into these as an input into Streamlabs, into your scene or into your session. So I'm going to explain to you how that is. I'm just going to switch over now to my other screen. And I'm going to take my self off camera. Gonna minimize this. All right, so getting back to this and this at any time you can close. It won't shut the program down. Try to minimize this. All right, so right now what you see is I have all of my basically my scene is I have in groups. I have labels. That was for all the labels around my web camera. I have my microphone, my web camera, and then I have my software. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this, remove that. Yes. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to actually install that. What I would have done in this case is now we want to be able to get something from a DAW. So I'll show you quickly off screen what I'm going to be using. I use here to make music a Machine 2.0. There we go. So this is machine 2.0. Now, in order to get this software to be able to be recognized, first of all, you're going to have to route it properly. You have to go under File, Preferences, under Audio, and you're going to have to make sure that the device it's going to is the ASIO Link Pro. Again, this is just software. This is the actual device. This would be the driver for my Focusrite, but I don't want this going to the Focusrite because, again, it won't necessarily be able to pick it up. I want it to go to ASI Link Pro. ASI Link Pro is this kind of busing and routing software that's going to get it from this level down to this level like we discussed. So let me close it. I have multiple instances of it open right now. Okay, so this is the correct instance. All right, so this is basically saying that now for the Focusrite USB, the way it's going to be routed is anything coming into here will be going all the way down to here. Close this out, close that out. And now you can prove that it's working. If I open it back up, once I start playing this song, you should see that it will start registering here. So it's saying that it's picking things up and it's actually putting things out to the mix. It's going to go out, and this mix is associated with this. So you can see that you actually have readings here and you have volumes. All right, so now what we got to do is gonna go back to software, Streamlabs, close this up, and we are going to add now a new source. Now, if you look at the audio sources you have audio output capture, which makes sense that it's capturing your desktop audio for the purpose of playing sounds such as music or speech. So you'd think that this is what you would use. The only problem is this can only work with applications. It can only work with websites, like if you were visiting YouTube watching a video, or if you were playing music on Amazon Music on your desktop, or Spotify, the web player, or a desktop version, it would pick it up. It will not pick up the DAW. No matter what you do, it will not recognize the DAW as desktop audio. The only thing you can choose is the audio input capture. Now, this is what I use when I wanted to put my microphone in, but again, you're saying that this really isn't it's a piece of software, but Streamlabs has to treat it like it's actually coming through via an external instrument almost, and that's the whole purpose of having this. Is we're trying to take it from the software realm, route it here into another bus for the software, and then you can pick it up. So what I would do is go in here, click Add Source. See, it's going to ask me for my existing source, which is my Audio Techniques 2020. What I'm going to do is say a new source, and I'm going to label this correctly. Basically what it tells me now is I have a source that is really the software. Now it's being treated as though it's like an actual physical piece of hardware, of a device, like an actual external device, but in reality everything's coming from software. And what I'm going to do for this under the device is I'm going to put it under mix 1. Now if you look at this, remember that everything from this level here is being treated as though it's going into a mix called ASIO VAD Pro. So what I want to choose here is mix 1 or mix 2, right? I have the safest bet would be to use mix 1. If it didn't work, you use mix 2. 3 and 4, nothing is routed. Nothing is routed from the software down to here. So I wouldn't even use those. What I would use for sure, and I'm not going to use the microphone, is mix 1. Close it and close it. All right, so what you want to see now here is under ISO Link Pro, when you click play back on my DAW, just to show you, I'm going to click play on this. You should get a reading here. And there you go. It's now picking up the software, and as soon as I go live, everything that's coming to that software will be in my stream. Right? And you notice how I didn't pick it up here under the USB audio. So basically now you can connect any other software that you have using this same concept, and I group it, so I put it here under software so that I know that this is software, not to touch it. And I'm going to put back my display capture as well. So what I would do again, and what happened to my video web camera? 1 second here. I'm gonna go back over display 1. deactivate, reactivate. For some reason. There we are. You need to be below that for some reason. Yeah, so now this thing again is going to be easily connected to Streamlabs because it's connected to the ASI Link Pro, that software. There are other settings you can use for this if you want to go to the control panel. I really don't screw around with them. It's actually not the control panel. WinC panel? Nope. There was a control panel here somewhere. Let's try and boot it up again. There it is. Sorry, it's off screen. So with this, I really don't screw around with any other settings. I don't like to start anything minimized. I don't like to start it automatically with Windows because I do gaming. I need things to be kind of... You could enable looper playback racks. You could enable the second network in and out. I have no idea what these really do, but if you do enable it, it would just be start ASIO. That always starts another session when you go back there. And you'll notice now there's 2 network ins and there's this looper out. So again, I really don't like to use that. These were standard out of the box. I leave them and I don't screw around with anything else. ISO preferred sample rates, channels in, channels out. Basically, leave it alone. But I hope you enjoyed the vid. I'm going to do a video now on neural DSP, and again it's going to be very, very simple, but I'm going to go from like scratch. I'm going to uninstall everything and reinstall everything. Hope you liked the video. Please leave a like, please sub to channel. Peace.